Hello fellow travelers and welcome back to Our Big's Adventure. My name is Cynthia and today we are going to make not one, not two, but 3 freezer meals for the summer of 2021. I am in collaboration with Grandma B's Busy Life. I just adore her channel. She is hosting a freezer meal collab with all my favorite YouTubers, my small girls that are just starting out. Super excited to get in on this collab with her. The focus of the collab is freezer meals for 2. Us empty nesters, I used to cook for a huge family and now it's just the 2 of us. So I have to learn how to scale back. I am gonna make gluten-free pizza casserole. My boys used to love pizza casserole. I'm also gonna make a gluten-free chicken broccoli Alfredo lasagna and what we call egg roll in a bowl. Egg roll in a bowl isn't typically a freezer meal. However, I love to make this ahead of time and freeze it. It freezes wonderfully, defrosts, super easy, ready to go. Just warm it up and you're good. So if you're ready, press the like button and let's get to work. In this bowl, I have gluten-free pasta noodles that are already cooked, mozzarella cheese, egg, and Parmesan cheese. This is going to be the noodle layer for pizza casserole. In this bin, I pulled out of my freezer these salami slices and pepperoni slices that we had left over from our charcuterie board at Thanksgiving, which finally they're leaving. This is some browned hamburger that I had in the freezer, some black olives from the freezer. This is pepper jack cheese. I may not use it all, but I'll definitely use some of it. And here I have a red onion and some garlic that are all crushed up. I'm gonna be using these 2 spaghetti sauces that I purchased at Aldi. I might not use all of it, but I definitely want the option of 2. Let's bring some mushrooms to the party. So the point of this casserole is to use up random stuff in your freezer that would normally go on a pizza and make it into a pasta bake. It's super simple, and I used to actually put freezer meals in my freezer for my boys after school because when they were growing, they could not handle like graham crackers for an after school snack. They needed an actual almost meal when they got home, so I used to make this a lot, and they would just pop it in the oven and eat it before dinner. I didn't have any fresh bell peppers, but I did have these dehydrated peppers. And if you've never seen one of my dehydrating videos, I'll link a playlist here. So I'm just gonna put that in. I've got my sauce pretty much all set. I've got onion, garlic, pepperoni, salami. I've got mushroom, black olive, and pretty much anything that you like on pizza, you are welcome to put in this casserole. There's no real recipe to it. It's just basically whatever you have, throw it in there. So I did end up using both jars of this spaghetti sauce, and sorry this angle is so weird, but you just smooth out a layer of sauce on the bottom, put a layer of noodles in the middle, layer of sauce on the top, and then you're done. And normally I would have gotten the little pans from the Dollar Tree to make my freezer meals in, but I forgot to pick them up, so I'm going with the pans that I have. There we go. We're just gonna top it with some mozzarella cheese. And it honestly can go in the freezer just like this, but I'm actually gonna bake this one because Mr. Biggs is gonna eat half of this for lunch and supper this week. And the other half I'll put in the freezer. There was enough of the mixtures left over to make a tiny little freezer meal. So that would be great for one person, for Mr. Biggs or something like that. So I always put a piece of parchment paper over my freezer meals before I freeze them. I just like it to protect the cheese and the tomato from the tinfoil. The pizza casserole is out of the oven and it looks and smells phenomenal. Even though I baked this, I'm gonna make half, I'm gonna cut it in half and put half in a freezer dish for Mr. Biggs to enjoy another day. And then half he'll eat this week for his lunch and also for his supper. It looks amazing, and it was all just random stuff that I had in the fridge, freezer, and pantry. There's pizza casserole number 2, I'll put away. Looks great. I'll just pop that right into the freezer. Just Looks really good. Be nice and safe in there. And I'll probably use that next month. This is all the ingredients that we're gonna need for our gluten-free chicken broccoli Alfredo lasagna. This is canned chicken. You can use canned chicken for this recipe that you buy at Sam's Club or anywhere else. If you bought some during the economic crisis or whatever you want to call it that happened earlier in 2020 and you don't know what to do with it, this is a great way to use it up. I've got an Alfredo sauce, just a jarred Alfredo sauce, a bag of broccoli, and some oven-ready lasagna noodles. Yours do not have to be gluten-free, but mine are. So all you do is you mix your chicken and your Alfredo in with your broccoli and then layer it up like lasagna and you're done. Don't bake it, just put it in the freezer as is. And when it's time to bake it, you just bake it. 350 till the cheese on the top is brown. So that's it. This is a super easy one. It comes together in a flash. I'll bring you back when I'm done. There's layer one. In the pan, I've got some broccoli and chicken in the bottom. Then you just put your next layer on and make a layer. Put some lasagna noodles on the top. I mean, it's so easy. Bringing you back to look at this chicken lasagna. It came out super yummy. It literally came together in 3 minutes. So that's lovely. I'll throw a little cheese on the top, a little mozzarella, and it doesn't really matter what kind of cheese you have. I've made it with cheddar before. I've made it a whole bunch of different ways. But again, my kids also used to love this recipe and Mr. Biggs still loves it today. There we go. Chicken lasagna, 350, 30 minutes. Meal number 2, all done. Last but definitely not least is egg roll in a bowl. This one is so easy. You just need cabbage, carrots, got some onion in here, 2 rolls of just pork sausage, sesame oil, and soy sauce. I use liquid aminos because most soy sauce has gluten in it. That's it. It's so easy. You just shred your cabbage, put your sausage in your pot with your onions and garlic till it's brown, pour the grease off, put in your cabbage, put in your carrots, drizzle a little of this, drizzle a little of that, and you're done. Easy. One thing I want to say about meal prep is it does not have to be super hard. You don't need crazy ingredients. You don't need anything special. It doesn't have to take all day to do it. I think I've been doing this for maybe 30 minutes, maybe 40. You don't overcomplicate it. And for my freezer meals for summer, I literally just don't want to heat up my kitchen. I want to be in and out. So that's my advice. Let's make the last one and we're out of here. My cabbage is in there. My sausage is browned. The carrots are in there. I'm just gonna throw some of that in there. Give it a stir and let it cook on low for a little bit, probably, I don't know, maybe 10, 12 minutes. Also, super hack for this recipe. If you're at Costco or Sam's Club, get an industrial sized bag of coleslaw. Even at your regular Walmart, pick up a couple of bags of pre-shredded coleslaw mix and use that for your egg roll in a bowl. Makes it come together literally in a flash. There we go, we're all done. There's 2 beautiful freezer meals full of egg roll in a bowl. So that's it. 3 freezer meals in about an hour, maybe a little less. And I'm all done, including cleanup. Thank you so much for joining me. If you're down for the adventures of an almost 50-year-old lady, press the subscribe button. Thank you to Grandma B for hosting the virtual potluck. I am so excited and pleased to be a part of it. I'm gonna put a link to her playlist down below. So remember, life is an adventure. Enjoy your journey. Bye-bye. Thanks, Grandma B. Bye-bye.